it's Chaboy Mandy. Car is loud. I'm here to pick up glass for the enclosure so that it will officially be done. And then next, you get to watch me put the lizards in, and that's gonna be fun. So, yee. Okay, so this is in my car right now. What are you? Is it a stick bug? I don't know what it is, but it's in my car. Hello, friend. It almost has like mantis-like front limbs. Look at these things. He's got the little raptor claws. I think it's a weird looking mantis. What are you? Okay, I have the glass. Now what you're gonna want to do if you go buy glass, if they don't offer to sand it for you, you're going to need to sand it. Otherwise it'll be really sharp edges. So I've got super fine grit sandpaper. You want the kind that can get wet because you're going to want to wet it to help reduce dust. And we're going to do that outside, and it's storming. Okay, this will be fun. So first you get your sandpaper wet, and I'm just going to do this. Hold it out in your ears, huh? There we go. Wet sandpaper. Perfect. Copy. Right there, got cut-through slabs. Glass. Okay, let's do a test fitting, shall we? I haven't actually tested these. Okay. Like a dream. Squeaky, but I can live with that. Second one. Sorry, buddy. Oh, yes. Alright. They're a little sticky because they're wet, but they fit. Yay. A trick that I just thought of right this very second to make sure that your door handles are aligned is to lay your glass like back to back and then stick them on right on top of each other. Boop. Like that, and now my other hook will be perfectly aligned with that one. Okay, finally, doors are on. It is officially done now. Ta-da! Only thing with doing custom glass doors, I went with a thinner one because that's all that the Ace Hardware had at the time. So there's a little bit of wobble. But I think I can live with it. Also, you do sometimes get little like chips and nicks. So it's not perfect, but it's better than the scratched up plexiglass. So let's get Disco. Where are you, Disco? She's probably in here, if I had to guess. Disco, there you are. Hi, sweetie. Sorry to wake you up. freeloader. You've overstayed your welcome in this enclosure, honey. Come on. Hold on. Come on, chunky girl. There. I'll hook up your basking bulb again. You remember this setup? It's a little bit different now. What do you think? Her boyfriend Game Boy has to get a little bit bigger before he can move in with her. It's your old house. What do you think? She's too tired. She doesn't know what to think. All right. I'll let her go to bed. Good night, sweetie. Terrible screeching. Okay, now on to a different project, since this episode is apparently all about finishing old projects. Maybe just my entire series is all finishing old projects. That seems to be all it is. This is a puppy. She's a good puppy. So next I'm going to be moving a Sildor into his big boy tank, which I talked about in the outro in a previous episode. Things to do. I need to clean it out, make sure it's ready to be moved into. Gotta put substrate in, decorate. I ordered a new top for it. It's an old Exoterra that I got off Facebook Marketplace, and the old top was melted, so I ordered a new one, and I'm waiting on that. I gotta set up lighting, make sure temps are perfect, and I don't know, decorating should be fun. So that's next. Puppy, 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 puppy. I did a Universal Rocks background. I just got like a sheet of just it, a sheet of it, and then I cut it to size and stuck it on in there. That's what we're working with. Okay, Substrate. He's currently on Aspen, but I want to be able to grow plants in here, so we're going to move away from Aspen. We're going to do a blend of whatever I have left of Reptisoil. We're going to do some cypress mulch. I'll have a little bit left of this cypress mulch. And then I'll probably balance it out with like a sandy soil to kind of fill in the mix to make it plant worthy. Okay, yeah, let's do it. You may be asking, wow, that's kind of cool that she does all these crazy angles. Like, I wonder what inspires these fun, unique angles. And I'll be honest with you, it's because I don't have a tripod. That's really it. That's that's the gist of it. So you're propped up inside enclosures often because I have nowhere else to put you, and that's why. But it makes me look artistic, so it works out. Blendy, blendy, blendy. I think I'm low on substrate though, so I might need to go get more. I'm off to get some dirt. Then I'm gonna get one of those little light things. I guess I'll show you, because I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna get a thing, and then I need a cord and a dimmer. And then I'll get a UVB some other time. I got a bag of dirt. And guess what else I got? Show you. Porcelain keyless lamp holder. That's the thing that I needed that I didn't know enough. It's that. It's like a flange, but ceramic for lights. Dimmer. Light bulb. And a cord. It should be noted that Reptisoil reportedly already has sand in it, but I'm making it a more sandy mix by adding more sand. Doki Croki. This the thing. This the thing I use for light on under. For down, light, heat. It'll make sense. Hold on. It's like a fitting flange style. It's gonna go like this on the underside of that custom shelf rack thing that all those big guys are on. The big guys, they're on that. I built that into the wall, and that frame kind of holds them above the ground. And on the underside, for what I've been doing for the other guys that need heat, is I just buy these guys, and then you hook up your own cord and plug it in, and you're good to go. And it works nice for when you don't have a lot of space for like a whole dome, because this takes up less space than a dome. So we're gonna do that. Words are hard today for some reason. It's almost like I'm tired or something. Crazy. Cord. No, not a zip tie. Never mind. I conquered it. You take your cord, okay? One side is the neutral. I'm not an electrician. I just make lamps, but I don't actually know what I'm doing, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. One will be like the neutral. It'll have, you can't see them, but it has little ridges on it. That's the neutral side. And then you've got the hot side. Hot side, that cord is smooth, completely smooth. Hot side's gonna go on the brass. The neutral's gonna go on the silver. Can thou seeth what I doeth? So this one is like the neutral type. This cord doesn't have a ground, so we're not doing ground. So I'm attaching him to there. I just made it into like a little loop, loopy doopy poopy, and then I twisty twisty. And same story for the hot. Make him into a loopy doopy. And then you're gonna get your electrical tape. And you're gonna cover these so that they're not gonna set anything on fire, because that's not what we're going for here. Ignore the mess. Ignore that. Ignore. Got our little plug inner dude, which is going to plug into our lamp. And then we can control exactly how hot this lamp gets. If you want to be extra fancy, which I would always recommend being extra safe and fancy, you can do a dimming thermostat. But if your house has a very stable temperature that doesn't fluctuate, and they're not in front of a window that's going to cause fluctuations, then you can get away with this method. But I can't realistically recommend that to every single person, because not everyone's housing situation is going to be the same. Memento of truth, though. Whoop. Wait, hold on, real quick. Okay. Yay! Wakes. I just got a 50-watt halogen from the hardware store because they're cheaper and they last longer, and they're not as susceptible to, if like water splashes them, they don't explode as much as the kind from the pet store. You don't want to over tighten at all. You don't want to crack the ceramic. It's not going to be accessible to the animal, so I'm not worried about him getting up underneath, you know, exposing the wires or anything like that. I just need it secure so that it's not going to fall off every time I go to change a bulb. There will be a screen on top, of course. I'm just still waiting for that to arrive in the mail. So, of course, he's not moving in yet. But that's locked in. Another reason you want, well, why you want ceramic is halogen bulbs get hot. Heat lamps, they get hot. I don't know why I'm still talking at this angle. They get hot. So ceramic is not going to melt or start on fire, which is important qualities when considering a heat lamp. I got the plant for the enclosure. It's a Hoya. It's fun to say. Drought tolerant, it should in theory be fine, but you can see all these little green beads in there. That's all like Miracle Grow fertilizer. So we got to ditch all that dirt, wash the roots, and then get planted. Okay, Pappy, what do you think? Critiques? Thoughts? What do you like? What would you change? Yeah, honestly, agreed. I think right now it's very flat. It's not very dynamic. It's not very interesting. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely need to get some taller climbing branches and a more interesting cork piece in the back there to pull it all together. And a good water dish. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Thank you. We're going on a branch hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. We found a big one. Turtle. It's done. The lid is on, and it is time to introduce the snake. Oh. Ta-da! This is what I've come up with. I think it's pretty good. Gonna chug a choo-choo around my new hat. Chugga chugga choo-choo. Let's get him in. All right, dude. Where you gonna go? Good boy. All right. Thank you for watching from both me and my obnoxious new hat. Hope you have a great day. I don't know.